out.
Okay, who do you need to call out here today and for what? Well, got to just do a real quick sprint around all the Miami teams. Dolphins did terrible. Awful, going to 1-5 Cleveland, losing that game. Canes blowing a big game on Friday night. And the other thing, too, is the fighting that goes on at Canes games is absolutely insane. I saw so many videos. There was a huge battle royal that happened in the concourse. It was absolutely unreal. I mean, if you're trying to get through, you'd be like, oh my gosh, it was about like 6 dudes.
No way.
Just, yeah. And it would have been hard to walk around it. You know, and they were hopping up and then, jumping and punching and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, you all got to calm yourself down. And it was Cane on Cane crime.
Cane on Cane?
Cane on Cane.
Oh, no.
I mean, it was just absolutely nuts. I saw 2 fights. And then the crazy thing, I saw one Canes fan. I don't know what happened before this, but there was some old lady wearing a Louisville shirt, turned around and slugged the guy right in the face.
Oh, no.
I was like, what is going on with this game?
That's too much.
Yeah, sometimes they do get a little bit spirited, some of those Canes games. But, yeah, Friday night, I don't know if it's because of the loss or what it was, but it was a bit out of control. So
we can't blame it on the heat because the weather was kind of nice.
It was kind of nice.
I don't know what was doing it, but crazy stuff.
Usually I like to blame my anger issues on the heat, but when it's cold out and you're still running hot, you might have to look within.
It felt like fall was coming on Friday. That was a nice feeling.
It was. And then I walked in today, and oh my gosh, the humidity was absolutely insane. I'm like, it was back in a violent way.
Friday tricked us.
It did. I got used to it. I'm like, oh, great. The great weather's here. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I think it tricked me thinking even today was cool out. It really twisted my mind.
Is that why you're wearing a full-on trench coat?
No, I'm wearing a full-on trench coat because it's freezing in here.
Denny's has got a couple call outs. I know his mic's not working in there, or in here, so he can stay in his little booth and let us know. But he had a very interesting interaction. You guys have some odd people approaching you. He was, I guess, at the store, and there was a woman that had come up, and she wanted to pray for him, and I guess that's all kind of nice. But then it kind of went south in the whole thing. So how did this whole thing go, Denny's? Where were you and what were you doing? And any idea why she came up and asked to pray for you?
I don't know that, but you know how when you're walking and you see your car in the distance, you start heading towards it, and then you see somebody approaching you, and you're now trying to avoid them and get to your car quick so you can load all your stuff. I did that, and I get to my car, I'm trying to open it, and I'm like talking to her as I'm pulling the handle, trying to open it. And she's asking me if she could pray for me. I'm like, sure. So we were sitting there praying. And I go, all right, cool. And I keep trying to get in my car. And I look, and it's not even my car. I'm at the wrong car. She threw me off so much.
But why isn't my clicker working?
I should have realized it, but I was just thrown off.
She so threw you off. This is a real thing. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, Virginia, or you, Kevin, but there are strangers out there that will walk up to you and start to pray for you. Mm-hmm. And it is, you either think you're getting mugged.
That's exactly what I would think. Yeah. I would think this is a setup.
Yeah.
But as soon as I
distraction technique.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't engage.
But there's times where they really just pray for you. It's happened to me. Gas stations, parking lots, a lot of times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 people in a parking lot will make it weird.
I'm sorry for the honest, prayerful people that think I need prayer and want to pray for me. I'm so sorry that they have to pay the price, but I can't trust anybody in a parking lot.
There are so many weird things that happen in a parking lot.
So many.
Whether it's promotion for someone's CD they made in their basement.
Whether they want to give you a little pamphlet.
Yes, or they're playing fake violin.
Yep.
So the prayer request, all right, that's one thing. But then she kind of flipped the script on you and what she had said, because you kind of, I guess to add credit to the thing, you talked about your brother-in-law.
Yeah, he teaches, or he's a pastor at a Lutheran church. So I go, oh, my brother-in-law's Lutheran. She goes, you got to come to our church. She goes, that's not going to get you in heaven. So she's shaming me about my brother-in-law being Lutheran, telling me that's the wrong Christianity.
That's amazing.
So it turned the conversation even more awkward.
You got Lutheran shamed, and you're not really that Lutheran?
She did not like Lutherans. I didn't realize they were so contentious.
I'm so sad I missed this.
What an exchange that is. And
awesome.
Denny's also needs to call out modern remote controls. Now, he had told us that his toddler Lachlan likes to take the remotes, hide them places, and you had a solution for this. You'd put in some kind of little beeper or tracker thing on the remote, which I thought was super smart, but somehow Lachlan beat the system you had.
Yeah, he hid the beeper. So there's no way to beep anything that we're missing anymore. And then he hid my remote. So these stupid modern televisions don't even have volume or power buttons on them.
Yeah.
I had to press like this pin-sized little button that you had to use a needle to press, and that resets your television, which turns it on. That's all it comes with now.
I saw Denny's on Saturday, and he was, you could tell the remote debacle got to him. He's like, I can't even put my TV on.
You should have prayed for him like that lady in the parking lot.
Yeah, right. Denny's he does need prayers.
Well, he practices the wrong religion.
Oh, you're not going to heaven. You're Lutheran.
Yeah, that's why your prayers aren't working.
She basically said you're going to hell.
You're basically a Satanist.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. That really is. What an exchange.
My mom had it right. Don't leave your house.
Yeah. A couple other column outs here. As usual, we got column outs for what's going on in traffic. Somebody said, I want to call out the driver that was turning off of Dixie Highway on Ocean Avenue in Lantana. He hit me while I was walking in the crosswalk.
No.
And I had the right of way because the light had just turned for a person to walk. So I was crossing Ocean. This person just plowed into me and then left. Didn't even see if I was okay. Nothing.
You got hit by a car?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm sure you've already thought about this. See if there's camera, because that person will go to jail if they can figure out who it was. Maybe
Absolutely.
that's a hit and run right there.
What kind of car was it? And then also in that neighborhood, let's get some Ring doorbell action, because you know that car was videoed somewhere along its journey before or after it hit you. What kind of car was it?
Virginia's 1,000% right. Even if there's not a camera at that area, there's ways to still get this snake out of their hole.
Totally. Because before they hit you and then after they hit you, somebody's security system has them in that area.
I hope they're listening right now. The person that hit you, I want you to be scared.
I hope you can finger them.
Well,
I hope you figure out who it is. And I hope they go to jail.
I think there's just certain terms that are old-timey that just don't line up anymore.
Yeah. And Richard said, when did it become okay for law enforcement to drive with their red and blue lights on top of their vehicle to intimidate other drivers to get out of their way, even though they're not on a call?
Do you know for a fact they're not on a call?
You don't. You're guessing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if I've seen what he's talking about, so I don't know. And you're right. I would assume that they have some kind of official business.
And I assume they're always working because they're driving a police car.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at it like, oh, they're just trying to pass me. Like, maybe they really are working.
I'm not saying that it didn't happen and they were just going to get something to eat, but how do you know 100% they weren't going to a call?
You don't.
Yeah. And another column out here. Apparently, there are more and more restaurant diners that are leaving without paying, including an incident where somebody actually skipped out after putting down a fake $1,000 bill. So now restaurants are putting cameras up throughout dining rooms and parking lots so they can shame people who don't pay on social media.
I love that. I went to that Peter Pan Cafe down in Lauderdale, and they have a whole wall of shame.
Okay.
And what they've done is they put the people's face, they put video of them freeze framed getting into their car so you can see everything. This person didn't pay. That person didn't pay. It's a wall of shame, and I am here for it.
Well, that's got to be so annoying. You're busting your butt, and then someone, dines and dashes on you.
It sucks, you know. The waiters and waitresses, they're struggling as it is, and now you've stiffed them and stuck them with your restaurant bill.
That would burn me up.
You are a douche.
And somebody else is calling out their brother for using ChatGPT for my grandma's eulogy. It would have been one thing if it was accurate.
Oh, no.
Did he get grandma's name wrong?
It was wrong from start to finish.
No.
We miss our grandpa. He...
Oh, no.
You gotta double check your work.
Okay. A couple column outs for some really good stuff. Taylor Swift is in the news today for what she did. She contributed $100,000 to a GoFundMe for Lila, a young fan battling aggressive brain cancer.
Wow.
And we'd heard this last week, tail end, from Ruby Rose, who said that she's been with Taylor and she'll just start scrolling through GoFundMes, and if something grabs her attention, she'll drop like $100K on it, just like that.
I mean, if you've got a GoFundMe, the thing to do is put Taylor Swift music on it and just hope she finds it.
Yeah, here's a bit of Lila's mom talking about the donation.
I posted a video of Lila dancing, did not think anything of it, and my husband called me on Friday and said, hey, Taylor Swift just donated $100,000 to our GoFundMe. And I said, no way, that did not happen. And so frantically, I'm looking through my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, it did happen. And he goes, is it real? I said, who else has $100,000 to donate?
Yeah.
But it said from Taylor Swift, and it said sending you the warmest hug for my friend Lila, because Lila thinks Taylor Swift is her friend, which now apparently they are really good friends.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is Lila saying that Taylor's now her friend.
She's your friend.
Oh,
How about that, huh?
That's
that
gotta
is
be
so cute.
That's gotta be surreal. All of a sudden, Taylor Swift is giving you $100,000,
And then Taylor donated. Taylor donated $100,000, and I guess fans found out about it, and they started donating. So
Yep.
now, like,
To
they're at,
$218,000 last I checked.
oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
And even when she's not trying, she does something good, like for otters. She was wearing a Monterey Bay Aquarium t-shirt in a clip from her box office topping the release party of a showgirl, and fans started buying it. And when they did, they raised over $2.2 million for sea otter habitat restoration in California.
Yeah, we don't talk about the otter problem too much in this country, and we need to.
She is the otter's favorite artist.
I guess so.
There's no way otters don't love Taylor Swift.
Otters be bumping that new album.
And Jelly Roll, he is going to be transforming his Tennessee property into a 100-acre rehab and mental health campus. He said, imagine a place for people like us, poor kids, down bad when life was kicking our butt, and now think about the resources we never had. We could change lives.
Wow.
I love that he's doing something great with his newfound wealth.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And as always, Vanilla Ice doing great stuff over the weekend. He did a nice little charity spot for Little Smiles at the Bronx House Pizza in St. Augustine. They had a little trailer out there and it with a stage on it. He was out there performing for all the fans. Good time, great crowd, lots of money raised for Little Smiles.
Yeah, he did it last year too.
Yeah.
So that is so awesome. Every time he gets on a big platform like that, he blesses Little Smiles.
Look, the kids, great news for the kids, great news for the otters.
Yeah, everybody's winning today.
I mean,
And great news for the kittens, too. How about this 9-year-old boy in Yuma, Arizona? He was at a skate park, and there were some older kids that were chucking around this little kitten like it was a football.
No.
He tried to get him to stop, but with his size and everything, he couldn't get him to do it. So he offered up his apparently really nice prize skateboard and said, hey, I'll give this to you guys if you give me the kitten. So they made a swap. He took the kitten named Peaches and got it to the vet, and they took care of it. Now, Peaches lost an eye and the whole thing.
Peaches.
But the boy's family adopted Peaches, and for his bravery, he was honored as the 2025 ASPCA Kid of the Year.
Did those other kids get punished?
Don't know. Doesn't say anything about that in the story. You would hope, because that's just some really twisted stuff, isn't
I want to
it?
dox them so bad.
put them in a room full of 7,000 cats.
Tell their parents. Do you know what your kid did? There should be punishment for that. The kitten lost an eye.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tough story.
Very tough.
And some other things going great with kids. A girls' volleyball team had a custodian at their school that was always smiling, just a good guy, and they found out he didn't have a car. So they put all their money together and got one for him.
I love that.
I feel really good. I'm really happy that he was so excited about everything. I didn't expect any less of a reaction from him, honestly. Abel's an amazing person. He has a million reasons to be sad and never has a smile not on his face.
In the classroom, in the hallways, in the gym, they know what is expected of them and they rise above it every single time.
Aw, that's beautiful.
Wow, what a feel-good segment.
I know. Kevin, you're nailing it over there.
Oh, well, I didn't do anything, Virginia, but thank you.
You're bringing us all these stories and one after the next.
Okay,
Still
next
positivity.
next segment, doom and gloom.
You're right.